Hey everyone, it's Erlend here, back with another exciting episode where we dive deep into the predictions for England League One matches happening over the weekend of December 9th to 10th. Thanks for joining me once again. Last time, we delved into some championship action, and today, we're shifting our focus to League One. It's always thrilling to explore different leagues and uncover what they have in store for us. Let's kick things off with the Northampton vs Huddersfield clash. This game on paper looks like it could be packed with goals. Both teams have shown a propensity to attack and might just offer us plenty of action in the final third. My prediction? I'm looking at an exciting match with over 2.5 goals and both teams getting on the score sheet. Why? Well, Northampton's last few home games have been eventful to say the least. Huddersfield, although not impervious at the back, have been known to score away and often leave gaps when they go forward. If I were to pin down a strategy here, it would be to watch out for some end-to-end football with the potential for some thrilling counter-attacks. Next up, we're looking at Mansfield Town taking on Bolton. For this one, I'm predicting under 3.5 goals. Now, you might wonder why the low number compared to the Northampton-Huddersfield game. It's really about the way these teams set up tactically. Mansfield has been quite disciplined, focusing on a solid defensive shape, making it tough for opponents to break them down. Bolton, on the other hand, have struggled to consistently find the back of the net, especially against teams that sit back. They'll need to be creative and patient to unlock Mansfield, which could mean we see fewer goals but potentially a very tactical battle. Moving on to Port Vale against Bradford, here I'm also leaning towards under 2.5. Both teams have been pretty cautious with their play recently, and while Port Vale does have moments of brilliance, their games generally reflect a safety-first approach, particularly at home. Bradford, facing some injury issues up front, might struggle to breach that Port Vale defense. This brings us to Stevenage versus Cardiff. Again, under 3.5 goals seems to be the logical pick here. Both sides are somewhat inconsistent, and Cardiff's away form hasn't been the most productive. Stevenage, meanwhile, manages to keep games tight, especially in midfield. This matchup could very well be settled by a single goal or a moment of individual brilliance. Now, Lincoln against Barnsley provides a different story. Here, my prediction is over 2.5 with both teams to score. Barnsley has been on a roll offensively, showcasing some slick attacking football, while Lincoln seems to relish stepping up against the stronger sides, often upping their game in such matchups. I can see this being an open game with defensive lapses on both ends. In terms of dynamics, expect to see the ball move around quickly, with Lincoln perhaps capitalizing on the counter. Barnsley's fullbacks love to bomb forward, so keep an eye out for potential exploitations in behind their lines. Doncaster versus Stockport is another fixture where I'm forecasting over 2.5 goals and both teams to find the net. This matchup features two sides who aren't afraid to go for it, with Doncaster's home record inspiring some confidence in their forward lineup. Stockport, on their best day, can cause trouble for any defense with their pace and pressing game. The energy in this game is likely to be palpable from the start, and it wouldn't surprise me to see goals coming from set pieces or swift transitions. Both managers have a penchant for letting their players express themselves, which should make for an exciting match. Exeter versus IFC Wimbledon has me leaning towards over 1.5 goals. Based on past performances, both sides have shown spells where they tend to concede, even when playing well. Exeter's inconsistency at home might just tempt Wimbledon to push forward, making their presence known in the final third. A smaller goal tally here doesn't mean the game lacks entertainment. These matches often turn into tactical chess games, with each side waiting for the other to commit errors. It will be interesting to see how Exeter lines up, whether they opt for a more attacking fullback in this match. As for Wycombe versus Plymouth, over 2.5 goals is on the cards. Both teams have an attacking bent and aren't shy about going forward. This openness could lead to a back-and-forth affair. Watching Plymouth's recent performances, they faced criticism for leaving the door open when surging forward, something Wycombe might happily capitalize on. Plymouth's young players bring a lot of energy and creativity, which might pose challenges for Wycombe's defense. Look out for late goals as both teams tend to fight until the very end. The Leyton Orient vs Luton game is another enticing fixture where I'm predicting over 2.5. Luton's attack-minded setup should pull Leyton Orient out of their defensive shape. Both clubs have a history of not sitting back, preferring instead to press and create chances whenever possible. In matches like these, details often matter, like set pieces or exploiting mismatches on the wings. Expect errors to be capitalized on swiftly, making for a thrilling watch. Next, Reading vs Peterborough features a prediction of under 3.5 goals. Reading has shown a solid defensive unit at home, preferring to focus on tactical discipline, while Peterborough have been somewhat hit or miss offensively. I think this could be one of those tightly contested fixtures where a single goal might seal the deal. If Reading can hold their nerve defensively and maintain concentration in the box, then limiting Peterborough will be key. Watch for tactical changes in the second half as they try to outwit one another. Finally, we have Rotherham facing Blackpool, another game I'm calling under 3.5 goals. Rotherham's defensive record at home has been better relative to recent fixtures, and Blackpool, though adventurous, sometimes lack clinical finishes. These types of games often see Rotherham dominating possession, but whether they can translate that into enough clear-cut chances to trouble Blackpool remains to be seen. Strategically, both teams will look to manage the game prudently, ensuring they don't overcommit and leave themselves vulnerable. It can boil down to who makes the first misstep, so keep an eye on those individual battles on the pitch. That wraps up our predictions for the England League One matches on December 9 and 10. I hope you found these insights useful and that they add a little extra excitement to your weekend matches. It's always great to speculate how games might unfold based on form and statistics, but the beauty of football is its unpredictability. Always remember, when it comes to betting, to gamble responsibly and enjoy the game above all. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next episode.